Alright guys, I'm back. I was watching the end of the last video, and I noticed I sounded pretty, I probably sounded pretty tired or something. Or just bummed out. I was just tired. I'm good now.
You owe it to yourself and your family to purchase the only real Plague 11 cure.
So where am I going to go? Search the apartment of Dr. Nassif's uncle for clues to her whereabouts. He lives on the second floor of the Medina apartments in the North Medina. Okay. Yeah, I'm really enjoying myself with this game. I'm having a good time. Okay, so that's the apartments right there.
Attention residents of Old Cairo. The particle haze you are experiencing does not pose a health threat. Repeat, the haze appears to contain only mildly parasitic nanoscale pollen. Cover your mouth and nose when traveling outdoors, but rest assured, the danger is minimal. Archaeology scientists are presently investigating cleanup alternatives.
What is this? Let's see what they got to say. Let's see what they have to say. After this, I'll head to the apartment. See what I can't raid. It's a good thing I played this game now or later, because
This is a weapons-free zone. To enter, you must submit to a deactivation procedure. I'll transmit the encrypted safety lock byte codes to freeze all your weapons on or in your person. When you leave, sensors will reactivate everything you've got.
Okay.
Thanks. You're clear to enter now.
yeah, I'm glad I played this game now rather than.
WTO indifference to non-pollution is the reason for the plague has decimated the village. If you and Billy can help the locals, maybe you can win their trust and get some information on Dr. Nassif.
Yeah, if I would have played this when it first came out, or I'm not sure when it first came out, but if I would have played this game earlier when it first came out, I would have probably been a little confused. I mean, I would have liked it because it's a shooter, but I'd probably be confused as to like what to do and stuff. Because I didn't start playing games like this. I wouldn't call this an open world game. Maybe like an open hub world game. There seems to be a lot of hubs, like little smaller areas you can explore. And I wasn't used to that when I first started gaming. When I first got my Xbox, I wasn't used to like open world games. I mean, yeah, there's games like Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that, but I didn't really play Grand Theft Auto games until later on. I've still never played. I mean, I've played a Grand Theft Auto game, but I've never actually completed one. I've never actually tried to. I've never actually tried to play one and beat it. And I didn't really get used to this style of gameplay until the 7th gen, where I started playing, you know, stuff like Mass Effect and stuff like that. What's this here?
That I'm sick. They let me in.
I wish it could be that way, baby.
I guess I just wasn't smart enough.
You look fine to me.
Anything I can do to help?
Just stay out of the way. Too many patients. No time for chit-chat.
As you wish. I'm looking for someone named Billy Adams. I heard she's in this mosque.
The woman from Seattle, yes. Where are you from? You Cairo? Why come here? The air in the Medina is polluted.
Is it that serious?
Just take a look outside. It's nanite dust these people breathe from nanite swell 11. Particles like little insects, unaffected by the wind. Probably a leak from a pre-collapsed laboratory that's been forgotten for 2 decades. These poor people.
What?
I don't mean to interrupt.
You startled me there. I guess I'm a little preoccupied.
What's wrong?
Well, it's my daughter, Mina. Look at her.
Oh, it's okay, Mom. I'll get better.
Ever since she didn't get into the Tarsus Academy, her infection has been getting worse. She should be at level 7 right now, in her own dorm room, studying and breathing filtered air. She's always been such a good student.
I wish there was something I could do.
That's right. But unless you're on the admissions team, or unless you're someone who can hack in and put Mina and Mir on the acceptance list, there's not really much to do except wait and pray.
Really, Mom, I'll be fine.
Some of us still worship the old gods, despite everything that's happened.
She went into Tarsus, huh? I'll see what I can do.
My sister went through this poor son. Now I understand.
Stop.
Poor girl.
Yeah, I wasn't really used to like. I was used to shooters, back when I first, got an Xbox, because I was fortunate enough to get an Xbox when it first came out, just about, and I was used to shooters, but I wasn't used to like doing quests in any type of game. So I don't know. I think if I would have got this game when it first came out, maybe I would have been able to figure it out, or maybe it would have just confused me.
Someone in our college started that rumor so that we blame ourselves. Everything has a reason. They think Plague 11 is just another punishment for us being lazy and poor. They cannot be so wicked as that. No one chooses to live in the Medina. Exactly. They do all the choosing. First, I'm not from the right family. Now, they shut me out because I'm sick. No one works their way up from Plague 11.
Then why am I sick? I exercise, eat right, I always wear my breather when I'm out in the Medina.
But when did you start using it? Only after years of breathing this air, just like me. We didn't know any better. Then by the time they start getting the word out, we were already sick.
Sometimes I don't know how long I can keep fighting this.
Hey, don't give up. Someone will come up with a cure. Maybe one of the Nasib. They have some real brains in that family.
Yeah, I didn't really play a lot of games where you do quests until like
too many trials.
Until like the 7th gen.
Thank heaven for the church. Gita.
I have been sick for years now. I have good days and bad days. No matter what though, it never goes away. We didn't know. Who would think that the act would eventually kill you? It is hard to put up with this sometimes. I have good days and bad days.
It's rough, but we can't give in. If they were fair about letting people live in our college, no one would have to worry about the swell at all. No use complaining now. That's not going to cure me. I always wonder though, when did the arcology leadership know? Did they tell us right away?
It isn't possible they waited to tell us because they wanted to see how people reacted to exposure.
Probably.
I bet they aren't even working on a cure. And who could blame them? None of their families ever get sick. At least we've got breathers now. I hope they're enough to protect my children. At least we've got breathers now. I hope they're enough to protect my children.
Yeah, I think if I would have got this game when it first came out, or played it, it would have probably just confused the crap out of me. I'm sure it'd be something I want to play though, because
I'm here to see a doctor and nobody else. Don't bother me about the news.
because I like the look of the game and everything. I like the guns, the weapons, the combat. Where am I going? I'll take this. Let's see here. Let's go. So I guess I can get out of here and go to the apartments now. Let me just do another quick sweep real quick. What is this? Clean air here. Okay. Wait a sec. Wait a
I
sec.
need to return in time for the summit.
Just a show for the media.
I'm not so sure. Her Holiness sounded sincere when I spoke with her in Germany.
A co-dominion with the WTO? Not in my lifetime.
History moves in fits and starts. Obviously, you're too young to remember pre-collapse society. I watched 2 centuries of progress vanish during 2 minutes on the evening news.
Destruction, that's easy. But Her Holiness and Chairman Dunier think they can reunify the planet with a simple decree.
The faithless are easy to manipulate politically. And remember, the faithless are the majority. We should not forget de Tocqueville's insight. If a man does not submit to faith, he will desire a firm, tyrannical shape for society.
It's not too late to reform the church.
I don't believe we've met.
Lumen Samar from the German Shard. My pleasure. I was hoping one of Billy's former classmates would show up.
Tell me about this epidemic.
The air is full of toxic nanite debris. Decades-old fallout from the collapse, they say. They keep dragging in more villagers. A pretty pitiful sight.
What are we supposed to do?
As far as I'm concerned, it's not our problem.
Hyoga Chen said you were in charge of handling the epidemic.
She told me to send you into the Medina, the village, to talk to the Omar in their hideout. Supposedly, they say that the WTO has technology to clean up the nanites, but won't use it.
It's quite a claim.
Well, apparently they can get you inside an arcology facility where there's proof. Personally, I'm not going to waste my time saving the planet until we figure out where Dr. Nassif is hiding.
Hyoga Chen is a fine seeker. She has a strong heart, but a strong heart often runs contrary to a seeker's purpose.
Do you think Dr. Nassif is still in Cairo?
We have good reason to believe that Apostle Corps' headquarters are in Cairo. This is where she would go looking for help. Sometimes High Augur Chen has his head in the clouds. You might as well do what the Order wants. You might turn up a lead. Then us thieves run the greenhouse. Chen means well, but sometimes her methods aren't the most effective. The Order is on the right path. Good luck.
How do I get out of here?
If you're ready to depart the mosque, go ahead. Scanners in the doorway will reactivate all your weapons. If you're trying to enter, you're out of luck. No admittance without an arcology passcode. The unlock weapon scan is automatic. You don't have to do anything. The arcology is serious about enforcing security.
Okay, how do I get out of here?
You disagree with the way High Augur Chen is doing things?
Amicably, to be sure. It's mostly a doctrinal dispute that stands between us.
What about Her Holiness? Doesn't she decide what the Church stands for?
Her Holiness and I amicably disagree also. My shard in Germany has a profound respect for the founding doctrines of the Order. What we don't understand are these recent revisions and reversals that seem to excuse the resurgence through the WTO of blind commercial interests.
You sound pretty upset.
My Seekers and I are most loyal to the doctrines laid down by Her Holiness after the collapse. What we propose, very openly, is a greater purity of interpretation of these founding principles.
What brings the German Luminen to Cairo?
Let's just say that if this investigation of Apostle Core does indeed uncover technologies for the modification and co-modification of human bodies, I don't entirely trust the current leadership to destroy them.
What are you going to do?
Report the truth to my Seekers, to true Seekers everywhere. What more would be necessary? You want to hear more? Good. Let me explain how the Order should rebuild post-collapse society.
I'm listening.
Her Holiness was correct in the beginning to describe the problem as one of human growth. Human growth was impeded in the old society. Almost all men carry out the purposes of other men rather than their own, making them feel impotent in action. Bertrand Russell. So, Russell understood that people are creatures of impulse. The role of political philosophy should be to control the destructive impulses with constructive, creative ones. For example, allow each citizen to direct his own growth.
I thought the Order was a spiritual movement.
A spiritual movement about reconstituting the self, improving the self, finding balance with the world. Her Holiness knows that no balance is possible if the old world returns. Global capital, teratogenic science, universal wage slavery. Have you ever considered what is unique about post-collapse society? Trans-territoriality. Most political entities coexist on a global scale. The WTO has its enclaves, we have our settlements and churches.
You're not the first global church.
The point is that governmental units need not be territorial. The proof is all around us. After the collapse, communication grids came back up before industry. So what has evolved are many global associations incapable of seizing very much territory.
If the Order isn't territorial, why do you maintain an armed guard?
Military power will never vanish. What we hope, and Her Holiness once agreed with me, is that a global police force would end territorial wars and be just that. Police, like the Seekers in the Medina.
But whose police force?
Not important, so long as it knows how to keep order. Seek the way, my friend. Enough for now. Please leave me to my thoughts.
It's like a weapon mod, I think, and some health and some credits. I want to, but I don't want to waste the multi-tools. I mean, it wouldn't be a waste because I'm getting something out of it. I'm getting something out of it. But I don't want that stuff. How do I get out of here? Do I go back here somewhere? I wish there was a map for like indoors. Indoor environments. Nothing. Excuse me.
If you're ready to head out, just exit the area. The unlocked weapons scan will automatically reactivate everything.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Now to the apartments. First, let's go over here real quick.
Well, you again. You're welcome to listen in. Just don't disturb the worshipers.
You have been conditioned by this society. You suffer from vasanas somewhere else. Hindu yogis have also warned.
Welcome.
Do not spread corruption and disorder. Acknowledge your responsibilities. Turn your attention away from creation toward that which is uncreated. Ignore the human-made hierarchies and material miseries. As you achieve this state of consciousness, achieve samadhi and be ecstatically transported outside the bounds of limited growth from your spirit from today's society's terrible disorder.
I think I have something too. I do have a something here. I'll upgrade that. Just in case. So that way I can have healing items and I can and I have a healing ability. So where am I going? Apartments. Okay.
It's so good to see you again, darling. Any news about that apartment?
Alright.
God's sake, leave me alone. Yes, I greenhouse. There was a murder there. The murder of my brother. My greenhouse will stay closed until I am certain that the Nassif family is safe.
I'm sorry about your tragedy.
Sorry? Who are you to be sorry? You killed the plant. Killed the plant. Yes, I see who comes and goes from the greenhouse. And now you come to kill me. The Nassif family is fighting back. Layla escaped and you won't find her.
I know your niece. She was my instructor at Tarsus Academy in Seattle. I'm not here to kill anyone.
No? Then what? Do you know who's after my family?
Everyone, as far as I can tell.
Funny. Ha ha. And meanwhile my daughter Ava goes missing at the Tarsus Academy in Arcology. All of us hunted like greasels.
Tarsus Academy?
Right. Where Layla went to school. She helped her cousin get on the same track. To a decent life. Now we are targets.
Maybe I can help out. I'm on my way to the Arcology.
You destroy my hydroponics equipment. And now you want to look after my daughter. What? You expect me to give you my parental code to the school so you can check up on her?
Looks like you won't get any more info out of him directly. Search the place for clues. Perhaps Dr. Nassif contacted him when she arrived in Cairo.
You wrecked my equipment. Get out. Terrorists, go.
Terrorist?
You are taking food right out of the mouths of children. You are taking food right out of the mouths of children.
An interesting discovery. So Dr. Nassif has a cousin at the Tarsus Academy in New Cairo. The visitation task will let you enter the school on level 107 of the Arcology. Find the cousin, Eva, and see if she leads you to Apostle Hall. First, you will need a pass to the Arcology itself, though. Maybe you can get one from someone in the Medina.
Okay. Right back here. Let's see if I can find a pass for someone. Come on, man. Come on already. Hang on a second. Alright. Let's save real quick. I want to end this video right here too. I'll be right back.